Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at the high-grade Blazing Gundam from 2021. Now this is again another kit that I have had for a while now, and I can tell you quite a bit of issues that this kit has that I have tried to fix, but yeah. Anyways, so first off, the mask, because this is a mask, in the series, it goes over the actual face, but on the Gunpla here, you actually have to swap out the face mask. Now this right here, oh, if I can pick it up, this right here, that is the original face mask for this kit. If you want to change it to the red mask, you would have to, of course, take off this. Well, you would have to remove the V-fin and then take this face off and then put the red one on. And now, the reason I have started with the red mask is because it's glued. I glued the mask because it's what I prefer to have on my kit over the regular mask. And why is it glued? Because this mask does not stay on very well just out of box. So if you do swap, for some reason this mask or this part of the head actually does stay on very well, but because I wanted the red one, I kept the red one on, and it doesn't stay on very well. So I just glued it. Another thing is that here on the back you have these beam tonfas. These, okay, so if you if you know me by now, I don't pose my kits a lot. They're all usually just standing there, but so because I don't pose them, I don't really, I just have the weapons in storage. But so this is the beam tonfa in stored mode, so it just hangs onto the backpack here, which is a rectangular tab and peg. So I mean, yeah, a rectangular tab and slot. And these do not hold on very well, so they're glued. I glued them, which is not an issue for me, but yeah. So if you were to straight build this, these beam tonfas could easily be knocked out, which is not great. So I wouldn't recommend storing them up here unless you are going to maybe glue it or make the peg stronger so it can actually stay up there and also be removed whenever you want it to. But of course, I glued them, so. I think that is all, other than the waist here, which is kind of loose. Or, I think that's the waist. Yeah, that is the waist ball joint in there. That is quite loose. I think that is actually all. If I remember any issues, I'll probably bring it up later. So moving on to the appearance, it's a really nice take on the God Gundam. It's a nice take on the God Gundam, because that is what this kit is based off of. But you do have a very nice overhaul of shapes and new armor parts and stuff like that. And to be honest, I think to a normal person, this just looks like a separate kit. Like this looks like a different kit compared to the actual God Gundam. Now, there are a lot of extra parts in this kit for the God Gundam. Polycaps, backpack parts, leg parts, ankle armor, another runner that includes everything I just said. Now you have these parts right here, shoulder bits, more for the backpack and for the feet. Nice recolors, I guess, so you can probably recolor the, use those for the God Gundam. Here you have that one singular piece up there for the head. It's in red. And here we have a waist, a hip waist joint, or something like that. Oh, and the yellow claws as well. You do also get those. And that is the extra parts on the runner. Anyways, so you do have a good splash of red around the kit. I do think it's evenly done right. I did use Gundam marker here and there for the gold and a bit of red around the kit. One thing I do want to mention is that if you were wondering, does the chest open like the God Gundam does? No, it does not. Actually, you can actually take off the chest. It's attached by a polycap slot like that, and that is what that looks like. So no, it does not open up, which is honestly a sad feature, because if I were to customize the God Gundam, I would probably keep that as a feature. But of course, everyone has their own personal designs. So yeah, a nice, good overhaul on the God Gundam. I think it's a pretty nice looking take. So moving on to the articulation. Polycap neck, ball joint bottom, ball joint up top. It can look up that far, and it can look down that far. And it can probably do the 360. Yes, it can. Sort of. The bit of chest bits right there, they do get in the way, apparently. Down at the waist, we have that single ball joint there that leads down to the waist. You do get a polycap inside of the chest, so that gives you a bit of range there. Ball joint attachment can do a full 360 if the tonfas don't get in the way. So the actual shoulder joint can go up that far. All the way up is that far, which is honestly, for a kit that's like meant to be quite posable, I think it's not really great. Unless you flip the arm upside down and do that, but that's kind of cheating. You do have a swivel, 360 swivel right here, up the upper shoulder, whatever. Single. Oh my gosh. Okay. Single point bend at the elbow, and you get a bunch. You get like 3 swivels for whatever these are, which I believe were just taken from the God Gundam's backpack, but a typical ball joint style wrist. Moving down to the waist, front skirt can go up all the way that far. Side skirts are attached by polycap slots, rectangle slots and stuff like that. Can go out that far. Rear butt flap can move. Goes out that far. So in the hips here, you also have a swivel the rocking swivel back and forth, like that. It's kind of hard to show, but kick all the way forward. It's all right. Kick all the way. Oh, okay, that popped off. Yeah, you want to be careful with these rear bits right here. They are quite tiny, so moving the skirt all the way back. The rear kick can go out that far. It's really good actually for a rear kick. The splits can do the splits. Thigh swivel 360, double jointed knee bend, sliding gimmick. Oh, okay. If I don't pop it off and I do it right. So sliding gimmick and rotation. Rocking mechanism here. Foot goes like it can go forward that far. It can go backwards that far. Outwards, it can go that far. Inwards, it can go that far. The foot is attached on a ball joint, and there is no toe bend. You also get a swivel at this little yellow claw bit. I did paint that with Gundam marker as well. The feet does have stickers, and speaking of stickers, there are some of these which I do not know where they go. I'm assuming 5 and 6 do go up actually at the top of the head, but honestly, when this kit came out, I wasn't really too interested in building it, although I did make a video on it, but it's not one of my favorite kits ever, so I didn't really bother doing too much with it, or maybe I was in a rush, I'm not really sure, I forgot. But that is the articulation segment done. Now moving on to the accessories, we do have 2 holding hands. The hands that were on the kit the whole time are the fists. They do not hold anything, but we do have 2 holding hands. These are the 3-piece hands. So you have the bottom part of the fingers, the top part of the hand, and the hand armor. So it is one of those styled hands. Luckily, you do not have to separate the hands to hold the accessories, because we do have these really nice beam sabers. One is shorter than the other, like that. So one is shorter than the. Hold on, maybe if I show it like this way. So one is shorter than the other, and they just slide into the hand like so. These beams are compatible with the Tonfa. No. There is a picture of the beam attached to the beam Tonfa. I'm trying to pull the beams off, and it's actually not coming off. Okay, hold on. Okay, so let's see here. Oh. What? Hold on a second here. Oh, I just pulled that off. So, this is a circular attachment. Oh, I see. I thought the top of this was a rectangle. That's why I was confused. But, yeah, so they do just hold into the hands. They just slide right in. And, of course, they're ball joint attachments. So you can easily just reattach them on, switching out the hands, like so. And now you can dual wield the beam sabers. And the last accessory, or well, I did show you, technically that mask would be an accessory, but I already glued it. So this is the accessory for, I guess, extras. And the last accessory is the main function of this kit, really. The blazing kick or whatever. Yeah. The Bakunetsu Bakusai blazing kick. I probably butchered that name really bad, but here is what that says right there. I'm not pronouncing that again, but that was my take on pronouncing it. So yeah, so removing the hands. Well, actually, I'll do the comparison first. I'm trying to get the hang of like doing the comparison before the poses, because, well, I don't know. That's just how I would like to have this flow better. So RX-78-2 high grade. The God Gundam. God Gundam. That's what that is. High grade. A little bit of a comparison here. So you can clearly see the differences. The V-fin is the same. Most of the head is actually the same. Shoulders are different. Arms are different. Although the actual white bits, the entire arm buildup is actually the same. It's the accessory, not the... Yeah, it's an accessory technically. The shoulders and basically the outer armor from the actual arm is different, but the actual arm itself is the exact same. I think, I'm pretty sure the attachment for these, yeah, you do have that extra peg there too, so it is the exact same. Front skirts, the middle part is the same, just a different color. Front skirt is different. Side skirts are the same. The rear skirts are different. Moving down to the legs here, a lot of the legs on the God Gundam are a lot sleeker. The Blazing Gundam is more sharp edged. The feet are similar, but still different, and the ankle armor is different. And of course the backpack is different too. Well, actually, the middle part, where the thrusters are the same. Slightly. They're not the same. But yeah, so God Gundam does have that feature, which the Blazing Gundam does not. Yeah, the chests are kind of similar. So what you could say that you can say that this is probably, well, obviously it is a modern take on the on the God Gundam. This is a modern take of the God Gundam, is what I'm trying to say. If you want to make it that way. Oh yeah, the feet. I'm pretty sure the feet, the ankle armor is actually made up of that, the arm armor there. But yeah, that's a quick, or not, maybe it's not quick, I don't know, comparison with the God Gundam. Moving on to some build kits. We have the Jupitive Core Gundam and the Partner in Crime, which is what I like to say, the high grade 00 Command Qan-T. I'm not sure how, but I think the two characters who pilot these in the show, they have some kind of relationship, so there is that. With the Command Qan-T. The last comparisons, we have the Narrative Gundam C-Packs and the Barbatos Lupus. So it is around an average kit, which does make sense because it is based off of the God Gundam, which is not big at all. It's pretty much standard size. Now, moving on to the pose. So, do I recommend this kit? Maybe. It's a 50-50 for me, to be honest. If you're looking for a kit to straight build and play with, this is not great, I don't think, because of how loose some parts are. I think out of box, or if you're gonna straight build it, and this is how you attach on the foot, by the way. But if you are looking for a kit that you're gonna straight build and keep on your shelf, I think this is a good kit to have to just stand there. But if you're gonna play with it, I would recommend fixing up some joints here and there. But yeah, so it is a 50-50 in my opinion. I do and I don't recommend this. It's a good kit for the aesthetics, but and to just have on your shelf. But I wouldn't get it for playing around with. So yeah. Good kit, but it does have quite a bit of issues, so this will be a 50-50. I'm not really sure what else to say about it, to be honest, but yeah, so that is the Blazing Gundam review, and I will see you guys in the next one. I was just hoping that I didn't forget anything to say, but yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.